first carry for Derrick Henry. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The pitch to Henry. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Richmond. Hey, who ready?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Foreman. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run with Foreman. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
On 2nd down, here's Lauletta finding his safety valve here. That's complete. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
No. Check. Patriot. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. Forced out to his left. And a loose football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Down. Green 39. Green 39.
A give to Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll toss it to Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff to Henry. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him. Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him. No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down. But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right? Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games. To throw on second is Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone. And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
A carry for Foreman, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Lawletta. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, here's Lawletta. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Escaping the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any off.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Ioannidis busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey. Down. Back 22. Back 22. Come back.
Faking the give. Now Watson steps away. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Reset.
Here's Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On 1st down, Watson. His throw incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A final shot before the break. Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They go play action here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw, Lauletta. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now here's Lauletta. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Lauletta, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On the toss, here's Foreman. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Lauletta. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
319.
Now Lauletta on first down. And this is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Back to the air, Lauletta on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
3-19.
Throwing on third down, Lauletta. And he's able to find Diggs. And it's a fumble. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and they're... flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The backup, Rob Kelly, his first carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Bears on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Derrick Henry. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Reset. Come back.
Here's Watson toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Richmond.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And this one hits the crossbar, and it's no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, they're unable to tie this game. He had it online, gave it a pretty good ride, too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And, Brandon, you know kickers very well. I bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups. But here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Set. 319. 319.
They run again with Foreman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
On 1st and 10, Lauletta throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
319.
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll throw again with Lauletta. Completes it to Benjamin. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Foreman. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Leopard. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, Lauletta. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Green 39.
Lauletta.
Green 39.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Richmond. Red. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Come back. Red. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
Two jet.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Down. Green 39. Green 39. Richmond.
Watson now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Black 22. Black 22. Come back.
Now it's Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Robinson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Richmond.
Now Watson. And Miller with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Green 39. Come back.
Watson. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
Tiger.
Watson looks to throw again. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Hurry up, here we go.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Vikings, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.